You're eating oatmeal the wrong way, and it might be hurting your health more than you know. Stick around because today, I'm revealing 10 shocking mistakes that could be turning your superfood into a nutritional nightmare. Hey everyone! After diving deep into the science of nutrition and talking to experts who work with seniors and athletes alike, I found something surprising. Many of us are making serious mistakes when we eat one of the healthiest foods on the planet, oatmeal. In this video, I'm going to show you the top 10 errors people make every day that could be sabotaging their energy, digestion, heart health, and even their skin. Some of these mistakes you won't see coming. So if you want to get the most out of your breakfast and actually feel the benefits, trust me, you do not want to miss this. Drop a comment below. I never knew. If you've ever fallen into one of these oatmeal traps, we're about to fix them together. Oatmeal is one of those foods that just keeps giving. It's simple, affordable, and packed with nutrients that your body truly loves. Whether you're starting your day or need a cozy snack later on, oatmeal checks all the boxes. And the best part? It's not just filling, it's actually good for you in more ways than you might realize. Let's start with the basics. Oatmeal is rich in essential vitamins and minerals. We're talking about things like magnesium, iron, zinc, and B vitamins, nutrients your body needs to stay strong and energized. These little helpers support everything from your immune system to your energy levels. And since oatmeal is naturally low in calories, you get all these benefits without overdoing it on your plate. Then there's the fiber. Oh, the glorious fiber. Oatmeal contains something called beta-glucan, a type of soluble fiber that does wonders for your heart. It helps lower bad cholesterol, which means less stress on your arteries and better blood flow. That's huge when it comes to long-term heart health. Beta-glucan also slows down how fast sugar enters your bloodstream, making oatmeal a smart choice for anyone watching their blood sugar. And speaking of digestion, oatmeal is a gut-friendly friend. The fiber acts like a broom for your insides, helping things move smoothly through your system. It even feeds the good bacteria in your gut, which plays a big role in your overall well-being. If you've ever struggled with bloating or constipation, adding some oats into your routine could be a game changer. Don't forget the antioxidants. Oats contain special compounds like avenanthramides that fight inflammation and protect your cells from damage. These are the kinds of nutrients that help keep chronic diseases at bay and even improve circulation. So, while you're enjoying your warm bowl of goodness, your body is getting a serious health boost from the inside out. Even your skin gets in on the benefits. The same properties that soothe irritation when applied topically also work wonders when eaten. Zinc and B vitamins help keep your skin glowing, while balanced blood sugar means fewer breakouts. Yes, oatmeal can actually help you look younger. No fancy creams required. Bottom line, oatmeal isn't just a comfort food, it's a powerhouse. From your heart to your gut, from your skin to your energy levels, this humble grain has got your back. And that's why it's worth eating right. But wait, there are so many ways people mess it up without even knowing it. Let's dive into those mistakes next. You might think a little sugar on your oatmeal is harmless. It's just breakfast, right? But here's the truth. Adding too much sugar could be undoing all the good that oatmeal is supposed to do. Yes, that sprinkle of brown sugar or drizzle of honey might make your bowl taste better, but it's also loading you up with empty calories and spiking your blood sugar faster than you can say sweet tooth. Oatmeal on its own is naturally low in sugar and packed with fiber, which helps keep your energy levels steady throughout the morning. But when you start piling on the sweetness, whether it's table sugar, syrup, sweetened dried fruit, or even flavored packets, You're turning a slow-burning fuel into a fast-burning fire. That means a quick burst of energy, followed by a crash that leaves you tired, cranky, and craving more. And it's not just about feeling sluggish. Over time, regularly eating sugary breakfasts can lead to bigger problems like weight gain, insulin resistance, and even an increased risk for type 2 diabetes. Too much sugar also raises triglycerides and promotes inflammation in the body, two major players in heart disease. So, while you're thinking you're having a cozy, comforting meal, your body might be dealing with some serious stress behind the scenes. Here's the good news. You don't have to give up sweetness completely. You just need to smarten up how you get it. Instead of refined sugars, try using nature's candy, like fresh berries, sliced banana, or a few chopped dates. These add natural sweetness, along with vitamins, antioxidants, and even more fiber to help balance things out. A dash of cinnamon also works wonders. It gives that warm, almost caramel-like flavor without any added sugar at all. So next time you reach for that sugar jar or syrup bottle, pause for a second. Ask yourself, are you really making your breakfast better? Or are you just setting yourself up for a mid-morning slump? Small changes like cutting back on sugar can have a big impact on how you feel all day long. And trust me, your body will thank you for it. You might think flavored instant oats are your breakfast savior. Quick, easy, and tasty. But here's the not-so-sweet truth. They could be doing more harm than good. These prepackaged options often come with a hidden cost to your health. While they may seem convenient, most of them are loaded with added sugars, artificial flavors, and unnecessary additives that take away from the natural goodness of oats. Take a look at the nutrition label sometime. You might be shocked to find out just how much sugar is packed into one little packet. Some flavored oatmeal servings can have as much sugar as a candy bar. That means you're starting your day with a sugary spike instead of a steady source of energy. And just like with adding too much sugar on plain oats, these sweetened versions can lead to crashes, cravings, and long-term issues like weight gain or insulin resistance. But it's not just about the sugar. These instant varieties often lack the fiber and texture that make regular oats so satisfying. They're processed more than plain oats, which can mean fewer nutrients and less staying power in your stomach. So instead of feeling full and energized, you might feel hungry again sooner than you'd like. That's the last thing you want first thing in the morning. Here's the good news. Making your own oatmeal is just as fast and way healthier. Start with plain rolled or steel-cut oats and customize your bowl with real ingredients. A sprinkle of cinnamon, a handful of fresh berries, or a few slices of banana can give you all the flavor you crave without the junk. You control what goes in, so you know it's actually good for you. Think of plain oats like a blank canvas. You get to decide whether it's a sweet masterpiece or a savory surprise. Want something warm and cozy? Add apple slices and a dash of nutmeg. Craving something creamy? Stir in a spoonful of Greek yogurt or a splash of almond milk. The possibilities are endless and far more delicious than whatever chemical-laden packet you'd find on a grocery shelf. So next time you're reaching for that instant oatmeal cup, pause and ask yourself, am I really saving time, or am I just setting myself up for a sugar crash and empty calories? Your body deserves better. With just a few simple swaps, you can enjoy a quick, nourishing breakfast that fuels your day the right way. Oatmeal is a great way to start the day, but if you're skipping protein with your bowl, you might be missing out on a key part of a balanced meal. Think of oatmeal as the base, like the bread in a sandwich. It's good on its own, but it's even better when you add something that makes it more filling and satisfying. That's where protein comes in. Oats are rich in fiber and complex carbs, which are great for energy and digestion, but they don't have enough protein to keep you full for long. Without enough protein, your body digests the carbs quickly, which can lead to a fast rise and fall in blood sugar. That means you could feel tired or hungry soon after eating, even if your bowl looked healthy. This isn't just about staying full until lunch. Protein plays a big role in muscle repair, metabolism, and overall energy levels. If you're not giving your body enough, especially early in the day, you might find yourself reaching for snacks sooner than you'd like. And those snacks? They might not always be the healthiest choices. The fix is simple. Add protein to your oatmeal. You don't need a lot, just enough to balance things out. A spoonful of Greek yogurt adds creaminess and a nice protein boost. Chopped nuts or seeds like almonds, walnuts, flax seeds, or chia seeds give you crunch and extra nutrients. Even a boiled egg on the side works well if you prefer something savory. You can also stir in a scoop of protein powder or top your oats with a dollop of nut butter. These small additions make a big difference, not just in how satisfied you feel, but also in how your body uses the food you eat. The goal is to slow down digestion so you get steady energy throughout the morning instead of a quick spike and crash. So, next time you're making your breakfast bowl, ask yourself, am I getting enough protein today? If the answer is no, now's the perfect time to tweak your oatmeal game. Your body will thank you later. Let's talk portion size, because yes, even healthy foods can be overeaten. Oatmeal is a powerhouse of nutrients, but if you're loading up your bowl with way more than you need, you might be setting yourself up for some not-so-great side effects. Think about it like this. Just because something is good for you doesn't mean more is better. In fact, too much of a good thing can sometimes do more harm than good. Oats are filling and nutritious, but they still contain calories and carbs. If you're eating double or triple the recommended serving size, especially if you're adding calorie-dense toppings like nut butters, dried fruit, or sweeteners, you could be taking in way more energy than your body needs. And when that happens, your body stores the extra as fat. That's right. Even your beloved breakfast bowl can lead to weight gain if you're not watching how much you eat. And it's not just about the calories. Eating too much oatmeal at once can also cause digestive discomfort. Oats are high in fiber, which is great for digestion, but only up to a point. Too much fiber, all at once, can leave you feeling bloated, gassy, or just plain uncomfortable. This is especially true if you're not used to eating a lot of fiber throughout the day. So, what's the right amount? Experts generally recommend about half a cup of dry oats per serving. That might seem small, but remember, oats expand when you cook them. So that half cup turns into a nice, hearty bowl that should keep you satisfied without weighing you down. The key is balance. You want your oatmeal to fuel your morning, not make you feel sluggish by midday. If you're trying to stay full longer, focus on what you're adding, not how much. A sprinkle of seeds, a few slices of fresh fruit, or a dollop of Greek yogurt can go a long way in making your bowl more satisfying without going overboard on portions. So, next time you reach for that measuring cup or scoop straight from the container, ask yourself, am I really hungry enough for this much? Chances are, a little less oatmeal and a few more smart additions will give you the same satisfaction with way better results. You might not think about it when you're making your morning bowl of oatmeal, but what you don't do before cooking can actually affect how healthy it really is. One big mistake many people make, not soaking their oats before eating them. Now, that might sound like an extra step you can skip, but trust me, it's worth a little bit of planning. Here's why. Oats naturally contain something called phytic acid. Don't let the name scare you. It's just a compound found in many plant-based foods. But here's the catch. Phytic acid can interfere with your body's ability to absorb important minerals like iron, zinc, and magnesium. These are the very nutrients that make oatmeal so good for you in the first place. When you eat unsoaked oats, that phytic acid basically blocks some of those minerals from getting into your system. So even though you're eating a bowl full of goodness, your body isn't reaping all the benefits. Over time, this could lead to lower mineral levels, especially if you eat oats regularly or rely on them as a major part of your diet. But there's a simple fix. Soak your oats overnight. Yep, all you need is a little water or milk and a few hours of patience. Soaking helps break down the phytic acid, making those important minerals more available to your body. Plus, it also softens the oats, which makes them easier to digest. No more bloating or discomfort, just smoother digestion and better nutrient absorption. And here's another bonus. Soaked oats taste better. They become creamier and develop a richer flavor while still keeping a little texture. If you're someone who loves overnight oats, you're already ahead of the game. But even if you prefer your oatmeal warm, soaking them first and then cooking gently can give you the best of both worlds. Great taste and maximum nutrition. So next time you reach for the oats, consider giving them a quick soak first. It's a small change that can make a real difference in how your body uses all those amazing nutrients. You'll feel better, digest better, and get more out of every bite without any extra effort. Let's talk about something most of us don't think twice about. Eating undercooked oatmeal. You might be in a rush, skip a few minutes of cooking time, or just like the texture. But here's the deal. Eating undercooked oats can actually cause some not-so-fun side effects. Oats are full of fiber, especially a type called beta-glucan. That's the good stuff that helps lower cholesterol and keeps your digestion running smoothly. But when oats aren't cooked long enough, that fiber stays tough and hard to break down. And your digestive system doesn't really love being handed something it can't easily process. So what happens? Bloating, gas, and even stomach cramps. If you've ever felt unusually full or uncomfortable after eating oatmeal, there's a chance it was because your oats weren't fully cooked. Your body struggles to digest them, which can leave you feeling gassy or bloated for hours. Not exactly how you want to start your day. And it's not just about comfort, it's also about taste and texture. Undercooked oats have a chewy, almost crunchy bite that doesn't sit well with most people. They absorb water as they cook, softening into that creamy, comforting texture we all know and love. Without enough cooking time, you miss out on that rich, satisfying mouthfeel. And your body misses out on absorbing all those important nutrients. Here's another thing to consider. Cooking oats helps release their natural flavors. When you take the time to cook them properly, they develop a deeper, nuttier taste that makes breakfast feel more enjoyable. Skipping that step means you're left with something bland and less appealing, even if you pile on toppings trying to fix it. The fix is simple. Just give your oats a little extra time on the stove or in the microwave. Whether you're making them on the stovetop or using a quick method, make sure they're tender before you dig in. If you're soaking overnight, check the texture in the morning. If they still feel firm, a quick warm-up or a few extra minutes of soaking could make all the difference. So next time you're prepping your bowl, ask yourself, am I rushing this too much? Because trust me, taking an extra minute or two now can save you from discomfort later and make your breakfast taste way better too. You might not think the liquid you use to cook your oatmeal makes a big difference, but trust me, it does. A lot of people reach for milk right away, thinking it will make their oats creamier and more flavorful. But here's the thing. Starting with milk can actually give your oatmeal a sticky, gummy texture that's just not as enjoyable. Milk contains proteins that react with the starch in oats during cooking. When you start with milk, those proteins can clump together with the starch, creating a thick, almost glue-like consistency. That's definitely not what we're going for when we want a warm, comforting bowl of goodness. So what's the better way? Start with water. Yep, plain old water is your best bet for getting perfectly cooked oats every time. Water allows the oats to soften evenly without that unwanted stickiness. It helps them release their natural starches slowly, giving you that creamy texture without the gooey mess. Once your oats are fully cooked and tender, that's when you add the milk, whether it's dairy or a plant-based option like almond or oat milk. Adding milk at the end gives you all the creaminess you love without the gummy aftertaste. Plus, it enhances the flavor even more because the oats have already absorbed the water and softened properly. You get a smoother mouthfeel, a richer taste, and a much more satisfying breakfast experience. This little trick works whether you're cooking on the stovetop or using the microwave. Just follow the same rule. Cook your oats in water first, then stir in milk at the end. It's such a simple switch, but it makes a world of difference in how your oatmeal turns out. So next time you're making your bowl, ask yourself, am I starting with the right liquid? Because once you try this method, you'll never go back to that gloppy oat milk mash again. Your tastiest, creamiest breakfast is just a small change away, and your morning just got a whole lot better. You might not think much about adding a pinch of salt to your oatmeal, but skipping it could be making your breakfast taste a whole lot less exciting. Salt gets a bad rap sometimes, especially when we hear about high blood pressure and cutting back for health reasons. But here's the thing. When you're cooking oatmeal, just a tiny bit of salt can make a huge difference in how good it actually tastes. Oatmeal has a mild, slightly sweet flavor on its own, which is great. But without any seasoning, it can come off as flat or even bland. That's where salt steps in, like a secret ingredient that brings out all the natural flavors in your bowl. It doesn't make your oatmeal taste salty. It just makes everything taste better. Think of it like turning up the volume on your favorite song. Suddenly, all the notes are clearer and more enjoyable. And this isn't just about taste, it's also about balance. Salt helps enhance the sweetness of fruits, the richness of nuts, and the creaminess of yogurt or milk. Without it, those toppings might not shine as brightly as they could. A little sprinkle of salt during cooking blends evenly into the oats and boosts every bite, so you don't have to overdo it with sugar or syrup just to make your breakfast satisfying. Some people avoid salt because they're worried about their heart health, but here's the good news. We're only talking about a pinch. You don't need much to get that flavor boost. In fact, most experts agree that a small amount of salt used mindfully won't hurt your health, and it might even help you eat better overall by making healthy foods more enjoyable. So, next time you're stirring your oats, don't skip the salt. Just a dash while your oatmeal cooks can transform it from meh to yum in seconds. Your taste buds will thank you, and you might find yourself enjoying your breakfast so much more that you don't even miss the extra sugar or artificial flavors. Now, before you take another bite of plain, lifeless oatmeal, ask yourself, am I really giving my taste buds a fair chance? Because once you try it, with just a touch of salt, you'll wonder how you ever ate it any other way. It's easy to fall into the habit of eating the same breakfast every day, and honestly, oatmeal makes that tempting. It's healthy, filling, and so easy to make. But here's something most people don't think about. If you're only eating oatmeal and not mixing things up, you might be missing out on some important nutrients your body needs. Oatmeal is definitely a superstar when it comes to breakfast. It's packed with fiber, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. But no single food, no matter how good it is, can give your body everything it needs. Eating the same thing every morning, no matter what it is, can lead to nutrient gaps over time. For example, oatmeal doesn't naturally provide enough protein, healthy fats, or certain vitamins like B12 or calcium unless you add them yourself. That's why variety matters. Think of oatmeal as one piece of a much bigger puzzle. To get all the nutrients your body craves, it's important to pair your oats with other whole foods. Try adding fresh fruits for extra vitamins and natural sweetness. Toss in some nuts or seeds for a boost of healthy fats and protein. Stir in a dollop of Greek yogurt, or top with a boiled egg if you really want to power up your bowl. And don't just stop at breakfast. Make sure your other meals throughout the day are colorful and diverse too. Include leafy greens, lean proteins, colorful vegetables, and other whole grains to round out your nutrition. This way, even if you have oatmeal 5 days a week, the other 2 days, you're giving your body something new and different. Another fun way to mix it up: experiment with different ways to eat oatmeal itself. Try savory oatmeal bowls with veggies and eggs, or switch between overnight oats, steel-cut oats, or rolled oats to see which texture you like best. You can even use oats in baking or smoothies for a sneaky nutritional boost without having them as your main dish every day. So next time you reach for that box of oats, ask yourself, am I getting a full range of nutrients today? Or could I use a little variety? Because while oatmeal is amazing, your body deserves more than just one kind of superfood. A little change goes a long way, and your health will thank you for it. Oatmeal really is one of the most underrated superfoods out there. It's not just a comforting breakfast staple. It's a powerhouse of nutrients that can support heart health, digestion, blood sugar control, and even your skin. But, as we've seen, how you eat oatmeal matters just as much as eating it in the first place. From loading up on sugar to skipping protein or overcooking your oats, these small habits can quietly undo all the benefits this grain has to offer. And the worst part? Most people don't even realize they're making these mistakes. They think they're doing something healthy, when in reality, they might be setting themselves up for energy crashes, bloating, or long-term nutritional imbalances. The good news? These are all easy fixes. A few simple changes, like soaking your oats, using the right liquid, adding a pinch of salt, or balancing your bowl with protein, can completely transform your oatmeal from just okay to truly nourishing. And let's not forget, variety is key. Even the healthiest food can become a problem if it's the only thing you eat. Oatmeal should be part of a well-rounded diet that includes other whole foods, lean proteins, healthy fats, and colorful vegetables. That way, you get all the nutrients your body needs, not just the ones found in oats. So next time you make your morning bowl, take a second to ask yourself, am I doing this right? Are these toppings helping me or hurting me? Because when you eat oatmeal the right way, you're not just having breakfast, you're fueling your entire day. Now it's your turn. Which of these oatmeal mistakes were you guilty of? Did any of them surprise you? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear how you take your oatmeal game to the next level. And if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest health tips. Thanks for watching, and remember, oatmeal isn't just comfort food. Done right, it's a daily dose of good health. All right, so now that you know the 10 biggest oatmeal mistakes most people make, did any of them surprise you? Be honest. How many of these were you guilty of? Drop a comment below and let us know which mistake you're going to fix first. And if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. It helps us know you want more content like this. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so you never miss another tip on how to eat smarter, feel better, and live healthier. And if you're ready for more life-changing health advice, check out our other videos right here. We've got more where that came from, and trust me, you're going to want to see it. Thanks for watching, and remember, oatmeal's only as good as the way you eat it. Fix these mistakes, and you'll be fueling your body the right way every single morning. We'll see you in the next one.